time for a Kid Thunder VG Reviews episode. Stay tuned and watch the show. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Kid Thunder VG Reviews. Today we are going to take a look at Vice Project Doom for the NES. Now, before I even go into this review, this game was actually known as Gundeck in Japan by a company known as Sammy Studios, in which it has been taken over by Sega Corporation now after the merge, known as Sega Sammy Holdings. Some of you all may know that Sammy Corporation was also responsible for the Guilty Gear series, but not to mention they were also responsible for the Deer Hunting arcade games as well as another NES game known as Ninja Crusaders. Now, coming from my personal experience, as a kid growing up, I never heard of either Vice Project Doom nor Ninja Crusaders. However, I recently purchased this game for the NES after trying the game out on VNES.com, as well as seeing gameplay footage from NES Guide. So I searched for this game off of Amazon.com and paid for it by all of $5. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this review started, okay? Right now, let's go ahead and start with the story of Vice Project Doom. A small band of alien survivors landed on planet Earth several centuries ago. In order to survive in this new environment, they produced a neon green gel which provided nourishment. In an effort to blend into human society, they developed clones. As centuries passed, Beta Corporation came into being. This was a company which manufactured and distributed electronic and technological equipment. However, behind all this, the company was also responsible for the maintenance of the alien race. The neon gel had a very different effect on humans. It became a substance that was sought after by some of the world's wealthiest abusers. The gel is mass-produced by Beta Corporation for profit, but the side effects proved to be lethal for human users. Vice Officer Quinn Hart, along with his partner Detective Reese, set out on assignment to locate the manufacturers of the mysterious gel. During the investigation, Reese disappears. Since his body has never been found, he is believed dead. Now, Hart must go alone to uncover the source of the gel and the force behind it. His skills, nerves, and ultimately fate are at stake in this deadly plot. So, as you all may know, the story of this game pretty much reminds me of watching a Japanese film noir. But anyways, I mean, that's pretty much the entire story of this particular game. As I continue on, I'm going to talk about the gameplay. Now, back in the days of the NES, I'm pretty sure some of you out there may have played side-scrolling action games like Ninja Gaiden, for example. However, Vice Project Doom is pretty much a multi-genre type game. For the most part in the game, you'll be doing a lot of platforming and side-scrolling. Not to mention, another part of the game, you'll also do a lot of top-down shooting, like in Spy Hunter. And last but not least, you also be doing a lot of rail shooting as well too, moving your crosshairs around. Not to mention, the gameplay mechanics does work really good in this particular game. And not to mention, you also have, once you're in the game, you basically can hold like 3 particular weapons. For the most part, you'll use your laser sword, but not to mention you also have a gun and some throwing grenades as well too. So pretty much in the game, once you know what you're doing in this game, it's easy to master and whatnot. So that's pretty much it. As far as bosses go by in this game, now some of the bosses in the game, you know, they're obviously easy to get mastered. Like I said, if you have played Ninja Gaiden before. However, some of the bosses in the game will pwn you with a power level of over 9,000 if your ass gets too cocky. Okay, now if you're on the last stage right before you get to the boss right here, there is one part right there, say like for that one, it's hard to maneuver once you're jumping, when you're trying to avoid, you know, getting rid of these platforms that's about to be crushed away once you step on them. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you footage from the last boss. Now I'm gonna tell you this, the last boss, he is not easy. I am not gonna lie. Like, you'll be dying, you'll be ending up getting your ass handed to you. Damn, this guy is hard. But anyways, let me go ahead and talk about the graphics in this game. The graphics are really good for NES game, considering the fact that it came out like as late as November of 1991. Despite the fact of how good the visuals look, this is something what we would expect to see on a 16-bit game console like the Sega Genesis or the Super Nintendo. But don't get me wrong, because I mean, these are some really nice graphics for an 8-bit game console anyway. And with this in mind, I mean, each stage in this game is pretty much uniquely designed. So I really love the design and graphics of this game. Hell, even the cutscenes in the game are also detailistic, if you were to ask me about the graphics in this game. Overall, despite the fact that this game may be like a clone of Ninja Gaiden, as what some may say, this game does get a really good score. Overall, Vice Project Doom, my final verdict: great game, but a hard son of a bitch. This is a worthy game to add in your NES collection, and please, Nintendo or Sega, since Sammy Corporation no longer exists, please bring this to Virtual Console. As of now, Kid Thunder out. Take care, everyone.